kicking back on this summer breeze.
Afternoon, guys, and welcome to this week's edition of Double K's Fresh Take. In this week's edition, I'm going to take a look at the 2017 NFL Hall of Fame class. I'm only taking a look at selective members, just guys that I think for sure should get in. They were members of my childhood, memories of football and loving the sport, and even into my teens and 20s. We start in Denver with Steve Atwater, a safety that kind of set the mark, along with Ronnie Lott, for hard-hitting safeties. Played for Denver for almost 9 of his 10 years, and then played for the Jets for his 10th in '99. That was the last time he played. He's now been, I guess this would be his third or fourth time on the ballot, so hopefully he gets enough votes to get in. But Atwater was a great player. He was 2-time Super Bowl champion and an 8-time Pro Bowler. So I just like the style, hard hitting. One of the best cover safeties of his time. And he had to cover guys like the next guy who came up on my list, which was Isaac Bruce. Isaac Bruce was an LA Ram from '94 and was a St. Louis Ram from '95 to '01. Played for San Francisco for 2 years in '08 and '09. Played a total of 15 years. Was one of the best wide receivers in the game. Finished his career as a 1-time Super Bowl champion, a 4-time Pro Bowler, and 10,000 plus yards in the air, 91 touchdowns, puts him on that level where he definitely deserves to get in. But the fact that he's not in the top 5 all-time yardage is something that just baffles me, basically. Next up is a guy that I remember very fondly watching as a kid, a guy who played for the San Francisco 49ers, my hometown team, and that would be Roger Craig. Played for them 49ers, was drafted by us or them in '83, played for them from '83 to '90, played for the LA Raiders in '91, Minnesota Vikings from '92 to '93, and I actually do remember the Vikings years. It was hard watching them play in that uniform. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champion, all with the 49ers, a 4-time Pro Bowler, ran for over 8,000 yards and 75 TDs in 10 years of playing, and 10 years that I remember very well. Is he a sure lock for the Hall of Fame? I don't know, because like I said, his last game was played in 1993, so he's been 23 years at this point. And hasn't gotten in. I don't know if he really has any hope, but here's my personal push for Roger Craig. Please let him in. He was a great running back, one of the best to ever do it, respected throughout the league, and has been nothing but a solid guy since he retired. Jason Taylor, same thing, great guy. Was drafted by the Dolphins in '97, played for them for 10 years, then played for the Redskins for a year, went back to the Dolphins for a year, left the Dolphins again for the Jets the next year, and then last played in 2011 for the Dolphins before he retired. 14 total years of active play. Jason Taylor is one amongst the leaders in sacks. He never won the Super Bowl with Miami or anybody else. He's a 6-time Pro Bowler, 8-time award winner, everything from NFL Defensive Player of the Year to AFC Defensive Player of the Week, etc. The man was all over the place, and I believe he had a little over 120-something sacks, or no, 90-something, sorry. And he was just an epic player. Next up is another running back that played during my teen and 20 years, and that's LaDainian Tomlinson. Somebody I think deserves to get in on this try. He last played in 2011 for the Jets. He played only a total of 10 years. Pretty much got out before his body got too banged up as a running back. He was drafted by the Chargers in '01 and played for them from '01 to '09. I only say the Chargers because they're now the L.A. Chargers. It's not the San Diego Chargers, but he played for San Diego. Tomlinson left San Diego on kind of contentious terms, but reconciled with the team later on, which is why he will probably, if he does get in, be going into the Hall of Fame as a first ballot San Diego Charger. But this last guy is the only one on my list that played all 13 years of his career with the same team, and that was Hines Ward, '98 to 2011, was the guy who orchestrated or who completed the catch for Pittsburgh in that won them the Super Bowl against Arizona, very close Super Bowl, and that kid just pulled it out. So Hines Ward, we all know his story. His mom was Korean, I believe his dad was black, and he had to fight through a lot of hard times and living in bad neighborhoods and watching his mom work 2 jobs and all that good stuff to get to where he was, and he deserves to be a Hall of Famer at this point. Like I said, played his last games in 2011, so he would be a first ballot as well, but I think he would be a very deserving first ballot. So that's my look at some of the guys that are that are up. If you want to check out the rest, check out NFL.com Hall of Fame. And see the rest of the guys. If you want to check me out, check out Double K's Classroom next Friday when I go live and talk about everything going on in sports today and give you some great music. This has been Double K. Y'all have a great day. Peace.